Hi Virgo. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? I'm Eriu and this is Eriu Tarot Readings, and you, my lovelies, as always, you are very welcome here to your tribe, this Tuatha, this tribe. Right, my darlings, this is your bi-weekly reading for June the 1st to June the 15th, 2017. So it's going to be the same format as before, except I do realise that I talk way too much, and I want to kind of not have it as long, like, just, do you know what I mean? Like, I talk so much, and then you guys, like, it's a lot of investment, I think, really, for you as well, to listen in, or watch or whatever. So I'm going to try and get this down to half an hour. The same format, 6 cards for your general, and then I'm going to pull 3 cards for your love, because general, like, you know, the person, the individual first and foremost, and then love and how that intertwines and how that thread is brought through the rest of your 2 weeks. Yeah, cool. And if it doesn't resonate, don't you worry. Check out your moon and your rising sign as well. And as always, I can't seem to shuffle your cards today. And as always, I will put that link at the bottom for you to calculate. How are you, Virgo? Thanks so much for all the love you've been showing me. You and Gemini are just like, show me so much love. I can't shuffle. I was pre-shuffling before I was recording this, and I was like focusing on Virgo, and I just could not shuffle for the life of me. Couldn't get things in order. Do you feel like that lately, Virgo? Can't get things in order? Well, hey now. Easy, tiger. See if he comes back. Alright. Enough of the chit-chat, the jibber-jabber. Let's get into it. Let's go. Also, if you hear me, it's morning time, so I'm having coffee. All times of the day here. And yeah, and I need my coffee. Don't know about you guys, but I'm a coffee fiend. I tried to curb it, but you know, it's just something I just don't want to ever curb. No, I'm quite happy with my caffeine addiction. Really am. Alright, my lovelies, let's see what's going on. Alright, okay, so I'm going to tell you that the first part of the 2 weeks is not going to feel so great. The second part is going to feel, it's again better. And third is like, wow, let's get struck in. So this is your first week, the 1st to the 7th, second week, 8th to the 15th, start of the week, midweek, and end of the week. Right, so 2 of Swords. So some of you, or all of you, depends. So this is here at the very start of everything. Some of you need to make a decision on something. Some of you are struggling with something. And I did say that to you as well when I was shuffling. Along those lines anyway, paraphrasing heavily here. But yes, you have to make a decision on something that's going on in your life at the moment. Remember, it could be work, home, projects, committees, communities, study. And remember, I just use those words as guidelines for you. They're just guiding tools for you to find out which part of your life this resonates with most, okay? So if I don't mention it, you know, make it applicable to you, all right? So yes, 2 of Swords. Beautiful air energy. We've got Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. And this is all about having 2 things that you need to make a decision on. Now, for some of you, it could be a new job. For others, it just could be something in domestic life. Could be friendships as well. Again, for some of you, that this is like a reunion. Like you have to make a decision on a reunion. So maybe for some of you, you've been like with a friendship. You're uncertain whether or not you want to go ahead with this, or work-wise, you're being asked to come back to a specific position that you were in. Maybe some of you were given redundancies and then you're asked to come back, or you know, you're finished up in a particular area, but still they want you to come back because of your level of expertise and skills. That could be for some of you. Could, yeah, be friendships as well. Interesting. Nonetheless, it is, as I keep saying, about having to make a decision on something. Now, it's good that it's Swords, right? Because remember, it's mental energy. So what you'll need to do at the start of this week, and more than likely the energy that you're going to embody, is that of an air sign needing to think through all the pros and cons of each side, okay? Always good to do as well. And as well, Virgo, you're quite strategic and methodical, as all of the lovely earth signs are. So, you know, this is just a lowering down process. So for you, begin with in the head, your mental processes, pros and cons, deciding which one suits best, which one you want to go for, and then going, okay, how do I really implement this into a strategy that works for me? All right. Yeah, nice flow to it. But what I would say to you is, like, really examine both sides. you need to do that, because she's got a blindfold on here. And look, she can't be going around, you can't be going around swinging the swords and you can't see what you're doing, right? You can't choose something and point to something and say, I'll take this, when you can't really see it. And this is going to be a bit of an issue for you even coming into your midweek, because you've got the Eight of Swords here as well. 2 blindfolds. Why are the blindfolds on? Here, Virgo. You need to take them off. Is this something that you don't want to make a decision on? You don't want to have to go back and go, I have to make a decision on this, I have to do this. You don't want to do that? Oh, my darlings, the message for you here is that you have to. If it's in the cards, if it's in the reading, this is an important factor in your life that you need to go through. So 2, 2 and 8. There is a big jump there, but 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords energy isn't always that pleasant. And 10 of Swords actually. So here it's like you've built, when I said to you about going into your mental processes and then filtering it down through how, you know, you get more methodical and strategic, which is, it is a nice flow. Start from the bottom, the head, all the way down, all right? See if it feels good in the heart and then get a structure to it. But it's like you don't want to really look at it, whatever this thing is. You don't want to see it for what it is. You're kind of going, maybe if I ignore a bit, it's not happening. No, Virgo, please don't. It is happening. You need to know that. That's why it's here. That's why it's here saying you need to make a decision. It's time. I get that for a lot of you now. It's time. It's this time. This is the time. You don't get later on. You don't get a few months from now. You get now. Okay, and I think this is also, this pressure that I'm feeling from 2 of Swords is also coming onto your 8 of Swords energy here, and that's why you're like building this wall of worry and fear around you. Look, these, remember, what are these? Always thoughts, right? Air energy. Can I do this? Will I be good enough? Is this okay? Oh, what if I do this? What if I do that? What when you give way for your inner voice to come in, which is nice to have, but when it completely takes hold, it's extremely detrimental to you and your mental processes as well. It's extremely detrimental because your inner voice, really, out of anything, it's your fear as well. It's that little voice, it's that little person inside you that's like, what if I'm not good enough? What if I do this? What's the outcome? Look, what you really got to do here, Virgos, I keep saying, is take off the blindfold, because you need to see things for how they are in order for you to make the most logical and rational and factual decision for you, and you get a better outcome out of it. Now, what I quite like is that in your midweek and end of your 2 weeks, you've got balance. You see, you've got 2 8s, you've got 2 10s. Oh, now, no major arcanas here, but nonetheless, beautiful cards, right? So what happens when you lift that blindfold? Okay, so you have clarity, really. I get that this is scary for you, though. You don't really want to deal with it, want to kind of put it under the rug, but you can't, right? I'm telling you now, you can't. It needs to be done, needs to be sorted now, because once you get it sorted, you're into 8 of Pentacles energy. Now you're into your energy, which is really lovely. So remember, 8 of Pentacles is all about accomplishment as well. It's always about building up those things. Remember, I always say these are aspects of the self, so this could be like a major learning curve for you about yourself and how you deal with certain scenarios, or it could be that you've actually built up something of tangible goods, of wealthy goods, of material goods as well. But look, you're putting in the work here, do you understand? So if this is about yourself, then yes, you need to put in the work to get to here, to gain that inner knowledge that you must obtain in order to go on through life. If not, if this is an actual scenario, external environment for you, you feel like it could be work or projects or whatever, right? Whatever. Excuse me. Then here it's saying, once you lift the blindfold, once you really look at things for how they are, you accumulate more wealth. Yes, money, and I'm feeling it is money for some of you. Oh. Sorry, for a very few small portion of you, I feel like this is an inheritance, and you have to make decisions on it because you're the executor, isn't it? Executor of the will. Oh, hold on. And you don't want to deal with it. Okay, that makes sense. That's for a very small portion of you. But yes, that's what this is. You don't really have to deal with all the other family members as well. Okay? But there's like the inheritance, the obtaining of that is there. But yeah, I feel like I can't breathe. Some people may have passed away from lung cancer, or someone has lung cancer as well. That's big here. Because I feel like I can't breathe at all. Okay, this is actually expanding, sorry. It's also like that I can't even get up the stairs. Do you know what I mean? Without getting out of breath. This is what this feels like. Whoever this person is that may have passed away. For some of you, if that is the case, my sincerest apologies and condolences to you. And I want you to know that this tribe will give you as much love as it can to help you through that. But that's also the acquirement. Through that experience is the acquirement of this wealth. There's a little bit of sadness attached to this as well. That's why passing away of someone feels like it's there. But if not, if we keep it a bit more broad, the stories, then what we see here is someone that will accumulate better knowledge of the particular scenario. Now, coming into your second week, you've got 7 of Pentacles. So, coffee. So, 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, and 10 of Pentacles. Now, what I said to you about the start of your weeks not being so good, it's true, but there's like you're like steadily going up and up and up and up and up and up and getting higher and higher and higher and feeling way better, because you're 8 and 7 here. Yes, you slightly digress. 1 number down doesn't make too much of a difference in fairness, but 7 here, 7 of Pentacles is all about looking at what you've accumulated. 8 of Pentacles is about still working away in order to get to your 10, but acknowledging what you already have. 7 of Pentacles is that acknowledgement. It's looking back and saying, look what I've actually achieved. Look what I've accomplished here. Look at all these things now that I know of myself. Look at all these things that I've brought in because of hard work on yourself, or hard work in work itself, or even domestic life. Look at what I've brought here. It's so important to see that and to look back. But, you know, what I'll say to you is take a nice snapshot of that. Enjoy that energy of working away, because you're bringing it in from the end of the first week into the second week. And it's like, it is kind of like as well physically accumulating these things. You know, all these little things. I think that some of you have like little boxes and little trinkets and stuff that you're accumulating as well. It's coming all together. Sorry, this is a play on here as well. Okay, loads of stuff is coming in. This is a play on from whoever this person is that passed away from lung cancer, which is keep you on your lung cancer. I feel like you're sorting out as well their things. And this is one of the room in particular that has this little wooden box and a little gold clasp, and like almost like dark mahogany wood. And it's got something very special in it, but I feel like you're sorting out all their little trinkets. This is something really particular to 1 or 2 people. But that's what's coming in. So again, let's keep it broad. So 7 of Pentacles, as I said, it's looking back, and it is looking at all your accumulating and what you have accumulated and enjoying that factor as well. Okay, being like, yeah, I've done pretty good. So enjoy this. This is nice. But move out of that energy. Why? Because your midweek and your end week are fantastic, Virgo. Virgo. If there's any 2 cards I love seeing together, and it's rare, it's these 2. 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. Oh, I just feel all tingling inside. It's brilliant, right? 2 10s, completion. 2 10s beside each other, complete and utter harmony within your life. Emotional harmony and material good-wise harmony. Now, let's go with the 10 of Cups. What is the 10 of Cups? Well, Cups are emotions, right? Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Now, some of you may have somebody within that star sign that is going to help you a lot through this process as well. But you see how they're not here? They're not at the forefront. They're behind the scenes. That's just the way they are, but that's lovely as well. Do you know what I mean? Not very loud. I don't feel like they're very loud. They may help you in this. But it's also complete and utter emotional abundance. Look, you have these 10 cups here. And look at that rainbow. How gorgeous is that? Who doesn't love a rainbow? This is all those beautiful emotional not being overwhelmed, sorry. Like overflowing with emotion. It's just so gorgeous. It is like, as well for me, this like emotional abundance from all areas of your life. Do you know what I mean? And just feeling joy in your home, with your friends, with your family, with new people you meet, and new experiences that you have. And I think it's because of the decision making on this. Now that once you make that decision, Virgo, which is important, and you start to work through things, you get to obtain this at a greater level. I'm so glad, right? Because Virgo, you've had such a hard time over the last few months, and I'm glad this is here to show you these next 2 weeks ain't so bad, right? Great. Also about, as I said, emotional fulfillment of 2 people. Some of you may be involved with a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Or Virgo. I'm feeling like Cancer though. Or Gemini. Sorry, sometimes I just like, I need to just figure that out. What sometimes just like comes at me, and other times they want me to pull the word from the back of my head. Right, but also coming to the end of your week, these two are very much together, by the way. You're going to have a lovely week, the second week. 10 of Pentacles. Now, this is your energy again. I call this the happily ever after card. And some of you may say, well, there's no such thing as happily ever after. Yeah, that's kind of true, right? But why not live in this energy anyway when it comes to you? Why would you say no to this, right? You can't, you shouldn't. This is all about having, excuse me, material fulfillment, but also, again, as I said, in those relationships in your life, things are good with your mom and dad, things are good with your family, your cousins, things are good with work is going well, things are going well in domestic life, stuff's getting done, it doesn't feel like all those chores and everything are too taxing, kids are good, you know, it's all good, homie. And look at the two of them together. Okay, and look at these two people here. You have mega support from someone here, Virgo, and either it is a love thing or it's not. I don't really, like, yeah, 10 of Cups is here. I don't really feel love though. I feel like a mutual respect and bonding between two people, and that you're really there for each other because they're here. They're here. And it's like, I got your back. It's okay. I got this. They see you working so hard, but they want to help you out as well. But some of you might be a brother as well, brother or sister that helps you in all of this. Yes, like if you sort this out straight away, get going, you'll be fine. If you don't, you're gonna pull all these energies into the weeks, and you won't get to enjoy this when it comes, because it will be gone. But all of a sudden, it's gone. All right, Virgo. Now let's check out your love life. Let's check out your love. This is pretty sweet anyway. Pretty sweet. Now what does Virgo need to know for love? Excuse me, what does Virgo need to know for love? What does Virgo, my lovely Virgos, need to know for love? You know, there's not with some of the readings I've been needing clarity. This is just so black and white. I had it for Aries as well. So black and white. That's you. Whoa. 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 Okay. Right. Oh, I don't like him at all. I don't like when he pops up. He just popped up for Aquarius, actually. Some of you may be involved with an Aquarius, or about to be, because they had King of Pentacles pop up for them in their love life. And it's all a bit quiet, and this is quiet as well. Right, let's get stuck in again. Right, so your first card is your Ace of Pentacles, second 2 of Pentacles, and 7 of Swords. Now, this is gorgeous earth energy again, right? It's you, but aces are new beginnings. You're getting a new beginning in love. It's very practical though. I think this might be you as well, giving this as love being a more practical thing. When I talk about the earth elements and how they show love, Virgo is the one that I always say is more practical. And as I always say, because I use myself to help with the story, is that I have my Venus and my Mars in Virgo. So how I show I help, or how I show I love, see, there you go, I help, right? I help. I want to make sure you're taken care of. I want to make sure that you're okay. I want to make sure you're warm, you're fed, you're comfortable, your needs are taken care of, your basic needs are taken care of. That's how you show love. And maybe because I've got my Virgo, both Virgos and Venus and Mars, that I understand that, but also that I think it's real love. I call it daily love. Like, you know, you're not going to, it's not really like lusty or sexual or anything, but it's pure in nature, and it's about investing in the relationship. Now, this is almost about investing, but in your love life. So this new opportunity is coming to say, hey, look, it's time for you to start looking at love and saying, right, okay, maybe I should invest more in this area of my life. make the decision to invest more in your area of life so you can see what you can accumulate, okay? But also this is coming to you. And you're like, whoa. So I feel like you're thinking about this, Virgo, and then it pops up like that. You're like, how did that happen? Well, you put it out there mentally into the universe. It heard you and said, maybe it's time for this person actually. Maybe Virgo needs a bit more of this love opportunity. Excuse me. And you do, and you should have it. But it's a very, as I say, it's a very practical love, but it doesn't mean that it holds any less weight to it. It holds a lot of weight. This is a huge token of affection here as well that's coming to you. But I feel like the universe is giving this to you. And what I like about this is sometimes the Two of Pentacles now comes up. And as I always say, it's about balance. You're trying to find your flow and your rhythm between two areas of your life. Home life, work-like relationships, friendships. Will I go out with my boyfriend or girlfriend tonight? Or will I be with my friend? You know, it's even just those little things. But I feel better about this being here now after this, because not only do you take this pentacle, this offering of love, but you multiply it. You make it two. You add you take it and then you add your own to it. So it's like you're trying to, and I believe this was Leo that got this in their previous bi-weekly, you're trying to incorporate it into your life. You're trying to incorporate this offer and them into your life. Now, will you feel a bit overwhelmed with this? A little bit, because I know like Virgos, your work life is a major factor in your life. And if some of you aren't working, you know, work can be anything. We're also talking about domestic life here as well, which takes as much work as another outside job, right? It does, like it really does. Running a household takes talent and skill and effort, and that's the exact same, right? So here you are trying to incorporate this. I like this as a quieter energy. This feels kind of quiet because you're like, how am I going to get this? Will I put this in here? Will I put them in there? Okay. But this, it feels way more fluid than I normally get with it. It feels way more fluid. Just remember to not let the thinking weigh you down too much. You need to take off that hat, right? Gotta let the head breathe. Gotta let your thoughts breathe a little bit and give that time. And that's what you're doing now as well. Finding time while you find your rhythm, right? Lovely. Excuse me. Now, and also, sorry, just to show you here as well. Now, sometimes I read across, sometimes I read down, depends on what way I feel it's right. But you've got an 8 and 2 and equals 10. So this is very important that you get through this mental fear and anguish here, because then you get to balance yourself out and you elevate to a 10 as well, okay? It's important that you see that. Now, Aquarius had him. I don't like him, right? Straight up, don't like him. He's deceiving, he is self-deceptive, he is deceitful to people, and like, this isn't your vibe, Virgo. Like, this is not your vibe. So what's up? I always have to clarify him, because it's like, why are you here? He always pops up when things are going well. Do you know that? It's like that ex. Oh, maybe for some of you it is an ex. It's always that ex that comes back and you're doing really well and you get that message and you're like, and it's always in the moment, you're the last thing, they're the last thing on your mind, and you see that message and you go, oh no, oh God, you know? It's just, maybe some of you are like, no, I'm friends with all my exes. Well, fair play. A lot of us aren't. A lot of us aren't. Alright, okay. So what's up? Why? I'm feeling angry that he's here. Why is he here? Why is the 7 here? Tell me, and tell me. Okay. Just give me a sec. I have 2 different stories going on in my head here. Okay, so for some of you, it's about you actually psyching yourself out, right? It's that you're going on so well, you're doing so well, you found this opportunity, you were wondering about it, it came in for you, then you're questioning its validity and credibility, and you decide to retreat. You psych yourself out completely, because this may hold very different opportunities for you. Here we've got the Ace of Rods, another ace, another beautiful new beginning for you, and particularly in love and sex and love and passion and creativity. You and this person could potentially be a Queen of Cups, but Queen, remember, not gender specific, right? So this could very much be a man who has this feminine energy, or a woman who has this feminine energy, who understands emotions, emotional processes, and I mean emotions of all sorts. You got anger, you got love, you've got happiness, you got fear, you got sadness, all of that, right? She understands it. Her cup is never empty. It can never be empty, because she is, in many ways, she is the cup, right? It's very symbolic of her and her internal structures, and how the fluidity, emotional fluidity that we find within ourselves is always circulating. We can never ever get rid of it, ever. But that's what makes us human, right? So she gets it. She understands all the what you might perceive to be bad and good emotions, and she rolls with it. But her cup, it can be full, it could spill over in sadness, and it might be so low. Sometimes her emotional resources can be so low that it just is a little bit at the bottom, never empties though, okay? So there's maybe a person that is reflecting or wants to give you this cup of love to you, and kind of offer you many things. Look, Ace of Rods, they're offering you a new beginning, and also Four of Rods, which is also one of my happy home cards. It's about having stability and love within the home, and having your own sanctuary, and having a beautiful, loving place and comforting place to hang your hat, right? At the end of the day, that's what that is. And I feel like this person you see in many ways can offer this to you. Now the problem is though, you're psyching yourself out, Virgo. Look. And I feel like you just don't. You might say one or two words for them to them, and that's it. And you retreat. You're like, let's not get too analytical about it, because it's love. You gotta let it flow, and if it doesn't, if you don't let it flow, you just don't know. Yes, you can have predictability, and you can predict the outcome, but sometimes in love, you don't really have that. You can't really do that, right? Also, another story for some of you is that you've had this in the past. Okay, you've had this offering before of this particular person, and they promised you the world. They promised you all the love that they could possibly give, and it was very passionate love affair. It was very fiery. For some of you, it may have been an affair, and they were saying that they were going to leave their partner for you. That's another thing. And it didn't come to fruition, and you're saying, it's like you're saying to yourself, I don't want to get stuck in that scenario again. I don't want to be in that again. No, I don't want that again. I've heard that before. I've been offered this love before. I've seen it. I don't want it, because I know the outcome. It's not going to be good. Okay, so that's 2 stories for you guys. Or even 3 with the love affair. Secret love affair. Jeez, Aquarius had this. But look, what I want to say to you here is, Virgo, straight up, try not to psych yourself out, because you're doing well here, look. And I said to you, don't let this hat weigh you down too much. You've got to take that off. You've got to let the mind breathe, and let your thoughts breathe, and give them time, because that's what this 2 of Pentacles is as well. It's finding your balance, but it's giving you time to do that. But the psych here is too much, you know what I mean? Right, I want to just grab one more card to show Virgo what it could be if they don't psych themselves out. Right? I think you just need this. I think you need just one more card. Show them what could be if they don't psych themselves out. Show them. Come on, cards. Show them what they need to know. Just give them one more card. One more card. So basically, if you don't psych yourself out, you continue on this balance. You continue on, because look, 6 of Pentacles here. It's your suit again. And this is about balance. Look, with the scales here, it's not a Libra card, but sometimes when you see the scales, it's called Libra. But it is about finding balance now within yourself, but also knowing how to give love and to receive love. Also knowing how much you can give and how much you allow yourself to receive. So I believe I said this to a few signs now this month, but in particular it was Leo as well. I said, look, If you're fearful about how much, because you don't want to invest, because you're like, yeah, heard that before, been there, done that, right? Remember that you set your tone, you set the tone, you set the boundaries with people. You decide how much you want to give, and you decide how much you want to receive. And if this relationship or friendship, whatever this is, with this person begins to open up, and you see that it is for real, that they're not bullshitting you, then what you do is then you give more. You open up more and you give and you receive more, okay? It's what you need to do. Your inner balance is a big thing for you here. With love, okay? Really big. You going back and forth doesn't help because you psych yourself out, right? Look. Don't psych yourself out. Psych, 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 psych. Look, he's just... I don't like him. But see, this is the outcome. If you push through these mental barriers and not run away, you actually obtain more knowledge of how to balance all this scenario out and how to balance yourself out in love. Extra learning curve. But better than running away, right? Or being, like, allowing your mind to deceive you. Remember, our perception creates our reality, but, you know, give the best. Take in as much as you can from your perception, from the external environments in a non-judgmental and kind of biased way. And then that information filters through into a more accurate depiction of your reality, where you can go, okay, I can do this. I can give and take what I want. I don't need to run away. Yeah? Try not to overanalyze and to be too overly critical here, Virgo. It's important you do that. I know that's your initial reaction because that's how you're made, and that's fine. But see what happens when you don't take those first steps into it. What comes into your head then? Or how it all transpires. Cut and dry, isn't it? Cut and dry, cut and dry. A few stories in there though. Oh, Virgo. Ooh. Do you like my new orange spread? I brought it out for summertime and I was like, we need something bright, you know, that other red is getting on my nerves anyway, so I'm always using it. So it's like, yeah, I need a bit of brightness for summer. Here we are. Here we are. It's lovely, isn't it? Looks good on camera, I think. Yeah. Alright, my lovelies, this has been your bi-weekly reading, your general and love reading for June the 1st to June the 15th, 2017. If you dig what I do, please like and leave a comment and subscribe and share and do all those other lovely things that other YouTube users say all the time. And remember, I do personalized private readings if you want to find out about a particular area of your life, or if you want to just need a few answers to a few questions. I'm your gal. Contact me below. My email address is below and it will come directly to me and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. My lovelies, you have a fantastic 2 weeks. Remember, this is your tribe, this is your Tuatha, and you're always welcome here. Have a fantastic 2 weeks in beautiful, beautiful summery June, and I will see you in mid-June. You take care. Bye-bye.